What's the state of our boy child today? We shall discuss some views from some experts pertinent to the topic, justice to both gender, save the boy child. According to His Honorable Sakaja, former senator of Nairobi County.
But the greatest mentorship is not, just getting 2 or 3 of them to follow me around for a week or so, but the example that I see, or rather that I set. The Bible says, "Don't let anyone look down upon you because you're young."
Steve says that men are supposed to lead, protect, and provide by default.
But then, what we are saying right now is an empowered woman who is taking that role, and what that has to do with the young man is we get low self-esteem because you're like, I've already been overtaken, so how am I going to even have a say in the house? And these are some of the challenges that are facing young men right now.
Judge Ian's view is, yes, for a fact, girls are sharper than boys.
And so we've got really sharp girls, and girls, naturally are sharper than guys. Naturally. Sorry.
Here.
It is true, girls are sharper than guys. So we've got a sharp girl and then half-baked boys. And that's what we have. Because the boys are supposed to fend for themselves.
Right.
In school, we've got girls being taken away to be talked about, told about how to be a woman. And the boys are left on their own. You sort yourselves out.
Right.
And then at home, the girls have the mother. The father is absent.
Right.
Where he may be present, there may be a father in that house, but he's out making money, okay? And his excuse is, I'm working so that you don't have to suffer like I did. I can give you all these things, which is total rubbish. What the child needs is a father, a physical father at home to listen to. I mean, if you, the best you can give your child is a good education. Don't then buy them houses and cars. What's the point of giving them a good education? How will they be men if they cannot fend for themselves? If a child is leaving university and going straight to join the father's business, what's the point?
A deputy principal says that once he was at this school, and this young man came to him and said, what boys need is not a disciplinarian, but a father.
I've taught in a girls' school, I've taught in a boys' school. And what Ian says about girls being sharper is actually true. And the society doesn't make it even better because there's this common phrase that people use, that what a man can do, a girl can do better. And that statement really gets into the nerves of the boy. It kills the boy completely. At high school level, the boys have issues, real issues of mentorship. They don't have a father at home. And I think something went wrong in the teaching profession at some point, where it stopped being a calling, it became a job. Where you go to school and you're there from 8 to 4 and you teach and you go. You have nothing else to do with this boy. You don't know what goes on in his life. I remember some time back, there's a boy who walked into my office and he said, what these boys need is not a disciplinarian, but a father. Just after I was appointed as a deputy principal. Actually, that startled me. It took me aback, and I was asking myself, what exactly does this boy want me to do? Does he want me to stop being the disciplinarian of the school? Then I looked and said, okay, what is the role of a father?
Right.
Probably that is what we should be discussing a little more, because the problem of the boy child, as Pastor Mbevi has put it, comes from what a father has done or has failed to do.
Dr. Simon once said that this case right now about the boy child not being felt, the boy child in this sad state in our current world is because of absentee fathers. He says that all this starts from home.
in our traditional African traditional society, both parents were involved with the children. The father, if he was a blacksmith, would be working together with the son, and there would be a connection between father and son. And the mother with the daughters as well, either in the kitchen or in the farm or wherever they would be. And then modernity enters, and the man was the first one to go to work for government or out there. And he began to separate from the boy and the family. And the boy began to have no role model at home of masculinity. And of course, with globalization now, both the mother and the father are out of sight most of the time. Yeah. And children are being brought up by the house helps and others. And if you look at the statistics, you begin to see that the boys, we work with the boys to men program. We're seeing many boys who are just passive, who are laid back, who don't have confidence, who are not doing well in education. I think officially last year, in our country here, we saw the boys, fewer boys went to high school than girls. So we're beginning to see in education, even in the corporate world, I have talked to many corporates, and they're beginning to worry that at the interview table, the young woman is just much more confident, knows her stuff, is ambitious much more than the young man.
And if we go on to increasing this gap between the men and the women, then definitely at some point we are doomed to lose our men. Thank you. From Moi University, I'm Christine Akinyi.